We're here in Boston at the 140 conference, and as people meander back in, we're going to start off with a great honor and privilege. It's wonderful to have my friend who's now a famous author, who teaches people how to just take video and make it work and get seen. And thanks Steve from Steve Garfield. This is Steve Garfield from SteveGarfield.com. So give it up for Steve.
Jeff, stay here for just 1 second. So, hey everybody, I'm Steve Garfield. Thanks for coming back from lunch to see this. So, Jeff, as I was sitting here in the audience earlier, I was thinking about where I was, and I brought this video up. I went and searched it. On January 24th, 1984, Steve Jobs came here for a meeting of the Boston Computer Society, which was a users group, to do the first public showing of the Macintosh. Right here on this stage, and I was like, I knew this place was familiar, and I found the video, and so I'm going to just show you a few seconds of what happened. He gets up on stage, everybody is totally anticipating this new release of the computer, and then he does this. So I'm going to play this.
But today, for the first time ever, I'd like to let Macintosh speak for itself.
So he pulled the Mac out of a bag, and he put it on a table.
Hello, I am Macintosh. It sure is great to get out of that bag. Accustomed as I am to public speaking, I'd like to share with you a message I saw.
So you heard the crowd like erupt, and everyone was screaming, getting on their feet and cheering, and the Macintosh is talking. Hello, I am Macintosh. It was an unbelievable event, and that happened here. That happened here, yeah, 1984. So, yep, here we are now, and today I'm going to talk, the title of this talk is There's Something About Video, and really what I want to talk about is interacting with broadcasts in real time. And I'm going to do a real-time video experiment, and I'm using this platform that I just recently found out about called Yowie, and I know the Wi-Fi in here is sketchy, but for people who are listening online outside the venue, you can go to yowie.com/shows/132, and we'll be doing, that's the experiment I'm going to do. That's like the big point of this presentation. And this is what it's going to look like. It's a person who is the host bringing in people to chat with the host, and it's a really cool application. The last time I spoke at 140 conference, it was in New York City, and I had Galvin Purcell, who is the producer of Jimmy Fallon, Late Night with Jimmy Fallon, and Rick Barrato, who's CBS The Early Show, and they are doing early experiments in interacting with the audience in real time, and I really love it. And one of them is this reading of tweets on TV. You know, you see it a lot of times. And so here's Jimmy Fallon from last week. He does this thing called late night hashtags. Let's just look at 30 seconds of this.
So tonight I thought I'd share some of my favorite, my roommate is weird tweets from you guys. It's time for late night hashtags.
Hashtags have a theme song now.
Thank you. This first one is from @Todd on Northwood. He says, my roommate jumps out of random places and lets me know that he could have killed me if he wanted.
So Jimmy Fallon gets on Twitter. He's really good at embracing the interaction of Twitter, and he says, tweet me back with this hashtag, and he gets thousands and thousands of responses, and then he reads them on air. On CBS News, CBS Backstage Live, what they do is they stream live, and then they have this social media chat where you can log on to the chat room with Twitter, Facebook, AOL, MySpace login, and everybody can see what everybody else is talking about. And that's pretty cool. I like how they're doing that. And then here in Boston, wherever you're from, the local news stations want you to share. It's like they're a funnel, and they're saying, give us content, send in videos, send in photos, and you send it in, and then they show it on TV. So my question, really my main question is, where are the people? Like, they say, this photo was sent in by a viewer. Well, you know, in blogging, we like to give credit. In the earlier media panel, they realized that. They know that they need to give credit to where the source was. Or that they might say, this video was from YouTube. Well, YouTube's the platform. It's not from YouTube. They at least could say the username. They can't just take stuff and put it on there and say, this thing is from YouTube. It's like one of my pet peeves. So I'm just going to skip over this. So anybody who wants to get in on this Yowie experiment, again, it's yowie.com/show/132. So I'm starting an experiment myself. I figured why I want to experiment with what would be next at interacting with the audience. So on the Pulse Network, which is located here outside of Boston, I have the show stevegarfield.tv, and I get in there, and to plan a live show, there's a lot of work that goes into it. So I do a rundown. So here's the rundown of the show. It has all these times and topics I want to talk about, and it's kind of structured because you need to have a plan for what you're going to do. So the point is, I want to make room for people. This is the experiment. Because on network news and local news, there's really no room for the audience. So this is what I want to do, is make room for the audience to really get in there on the show with me. It's what Jay Rosen calls the people formerly known as the audience, right? I want to get them involved. So one example of this is, here's a Twitter post. On my show, I was going to show how to attach an iPad to the wall. And I read this tweet from my friend Jeff Hirsch, who's speaking later, and he says, my Velcro pad. And he showed how to attach an iPad to the wall with Velcro. So I made a segment in the show called Behind the Tweet. So instead of just reading this or just showing his video, I brought him on the show out from behind the tweet. So here's a 30-second quick look at this. My friend Jeff Hirsch, he tweeted out to me, and he said that he found another way to put his iPad on the wall. So Jeff, come on in and say hi. This is yeah, thanks Jeff for coming in here. This is a segment I like to call Behind the Tweet, because you read tweets and you see tweets on TV all the time, but you never get to meet the people behind the tweet. So you tweeted out that you had another way to attach the iPad to the wall after seeing how I did it. Tell us about what you did.
Well, I went to Lowe's and I bought me a strip of Velcro for $5. And on one side, I cut out and I put the Velcro on the other side of the outlet, because you always want that outlet logo showing. And I threw one strip on my cabinet next to my stove, because I figured, what a better place to do it. Today I'm making pulled pork in my crock pot.
So, isn't that awesome? He did such a good job of him coming on the show live and showing what he did at home. And what you would normally see is someone reading the tweet or someone showing like a little video. Here, I brought him on, on the broadcast live to interact with me. So that, I think, is working out really well. Now, on the network, this is Maggie Ruley, and this is how the network asks for interaction. This is 30 or 60 seconds.
We want you to become a part of the Pulse and to join in on the conversations that we're having here throughout the day. So call us. Our number is 877-PULSE-411. Skype us. Our Skype name is The Pulse Network, all one word, or just click the link below me on the screen during live programming. You can also contact us on Twitter with #ThePulse.
Okay, so calling in is cool with a phone number. That's easy. Twitter is easy to interact, and the Skype thing I'm not so sure about, because I think there's somewhat of a barrier when you're asking the audience to Skype in, because then it's like they're the guest. And it seems like it might be intimidating to some people, like, oh, I don't know if I want to Skype in and be, the person that's on the show with you. So that's why I'm thinking of this experiment of making it easier to interact with the broadcast. So things that I think would make it easy would be not require any downloads from the people who are watching. Just use like a web interface that you have. Low barrier to entry, really just having to click something should make it easy, and just click a button to video chat. So there's a couple ways out there that exist that are okay. Tiny chat is one way, and here you have a whole wall of people, and everyone's chatting, and it's kind of well, it's not a mess, but it's kind of a mess, because you would bring that on, and then your show would just be like everyone talking. And actually, I think that's kind of a cool idea for a show, but it isn't exactly what I was looking for. So Dan Pink, he likes to say, there is no plan. So I like the idea of the unplanned tiny chat, but I also like to plan a little bit to focus this. So now I want to try this real-time video experiment and pop over to this site Yowie. So here it is, and this is what it looks like. There I am. So the broadcast, oh, you can't really, can you see that? Over on the left is where I am, and then over on the right, people are chatting. So we got some people in there, and they're saying, oh, you know what? I need to, well, actually, I'm just going to click. They're chatting, and then here's someone who wants to talk to us. So I'm going to click that, and then they pop up. So now here they are, and they're waving, and let's see if they can talk to us. Go ahead, let me see if I can hear you. Frank, let's see. I hear him typing. Hey Frank, can you say hello?
Hello, hello.
Ah, Frank said hello. A round of applause for Frank.
Sorry, I'm also looking at another screen here, and your audio is not on Yowie.
Right, I shut my audio off because there was a whole bunch of feedback. So let's say, I'm going to say, hello, caller. Where are you calling from? See, so if he looks at the chat, he can answer us. Now I have two.
Hey, Steve.
Oh, now I have Yowie help. Okay, that's cool. So this is cool because the three of us can all talk at the same time. A lot of the internet video chat applications, there's like a CB radio where I talk and I have to wait and you talk, but they could actually, go ahead guys, let me just ask them to talk. Talk. Kind of like the subservient chicken. Talk. Hello.
Hello, Boston. What's up? Santa Monica to Boston.
I'll just
Santa.
Hello. Do you guys?
Hello.
Let's ask them a question. Throw out a question for these guys.
What's the weather?
Oh, okay, that's a good one. Always a good topic. How's the weather?
Not that.
Okay, that's good.
Sunny and what, 75 today?
Perfect.
Perfect. Okay. What's your politics?
Oh, no. You wear a fur.
I'll let you take that, Noah.
Politics.
Wait. See, so this is the beauty of bringing the audience into your broadcast. Thank you very much. I'm Steve Garfield. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye. Okay. Cool. So that, yeah.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you. Very nice. Very polite callers. So see, this is how it looks with another example of people chatting. So that's what I'm experimenting with. You can go to stevegarfield.tv or follow me at Steve Garfield. Thank you very much.